Hello, everybody. This is Ellis Paul in Crozet, Virginia. Welcome to the Traveling Medicine Show. We're going to be starting in about 5 minutes. I'm going to put on a little music here. I hope you like the music. Let's do something a little different here tonight. Let's do, how about a little Concrete River? Nice to see you guys. Let me know where you're from. We're going to start in about 5 minutes. This part of the show is where people just gather and hang out together and share little tidbits of their day before the show starts. Let me know something that happened in your day that was worth talking about and where you're from. I saw my kids today. We listened to the Doobie Brothers in the car. I'm in Crozet, Virginia. We're going to start in about 5 minutes. Pull up a chair, grab a bev. And by bev, unless your wife is Beverly, you could grab a bev. Otherwise, it's beverage. This show is brought to you by Bubbly. Pittsburgh is saying hello. Jackie McDonough, Debbie Newman over there in California. Felina says she can finally perform again. She played for 3 hours last week. Inch by Inch, welcome back, Felina. Glad you're here to watch the show as well. Nice to see you here. Felina's a great songwriter. I think she lives in Las Vegas. Gail Smith is here from Manchester. Gail Smith Nickerson from Manchester, Maine. Lisa Johnson in Tewksbury and Tom Martin down there in Louisiana. Good to see you, brother. Karen's here. That's all of the tip information for the show tonight. There's no guest tonight. We just want to leave some space for the Halloween bash happening on Sunday. Here's Wayne in New Jersey. Oh, that's so good to hear. He says, I enjoyed your session with Anja Duvacot. So many of your initial observations match with mine. Karen is here. Good to see you, Karen. In Midland Park. I think that's New Jersey. Am I right? New York? Or New York. One or the other. It's nice to get the Purple Heart without serving in war. So, thank you. That's the easy way to get it. Don and Gene Ackerman are here in the Boston area. Nice to have you here, guys. Karen is in New Jersey. That's it. Stacy is here. Hi, Stace. And Nadia Aliadi Young is here. Happy Friday, Ellis. Happy Friday to you. Just going to be me, guys, tonight. We have a big show on Sunday night. It's the Halloween show. And so I didn't want to bring a guest on tonight and have them suffer from sharing promotion and all that. So, but we're really looking forward to that big show on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Got 10 artists, all in costume. A lot of the Traveling Medicine Show favorites are going to be here. Ellen Harwell is here in Oklahoma. I got boosted today. All right. Michael is there in Indianapolis, and Amy. Hello, Amy. She's in Sturbridge, Mass. on a windy night. I want to know if you guys are going to the concert on Sunday night. Let me know, will you? I want to hear it. We'll put a little bit of something in here. Cheers, yo. Going to be a fun night on Sunday night. I hope you guys will join us. There's going to be a Halloween costume party after the show. You have to be a member of Patreon to join the Zoom audience for that. But we'll be able to see folks whenever the show ends. It'll be around 11 o'clock, I'm guessing. We'll go over to the Zoom session. So sign up for Patreon in order to get that. All right, here we go. let's play the old commercial for tonight, shall we? Here it is. Check that out. I'm here with my friend. I want to tell you guys before we start the show about the. Oh, there he is. Hello.
There he is. Hello. There he is. Hello.
These are my friends out in. The internet.
The internet.
We're doing a show on Sunday night. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern.
It's got a bunch of cool guests. Do you want to take a look at them?
Go look at them.
Let's see who they are. This is going to be on Sunday night, guys, just so you know. Again.
See who they are. This is going to be on Sunday night, guys, just so you know. Again. See who they are. This is going to be on Sunday night, guys, just so you know. Again.
This is getting annoying. Ellis Paul. Vance Gilbert. Dan Navarro. Rebecca Loby. Michael Clem. Laurie McAllister. Alice Howe. Don Condescending. Seth Glier. And Daryl Purpose. All right, I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye. All right. So Sunday night, folks, that's going to be the big party. We have all of these artists coming in, and all of them are going to be in costume, and I hope you'll join us. It's going to be a fantastic night. It's a free show, of course. We're going to have the tip jar. We're going to be splitting the proceeds with the artists. So I hope you will come. I hope you'll contribute, and I hope you'll come in costume. After the show, if you're a member of Patreon, we're doing a costume party, which will be really, really fun. And you can go over to Patreon to do that. All that information is up above. I hope you guys are doing well tonight. I am here in Crozet, Virginia, where I live. This is my man cave recording studio on the first floor of my place. And it's actually a beautiful place to do biz. Let's see here. I have no idea what I want to play. Thinking. Kim Schlossberg is here. I want to hear from you guys. Karen says that she's going to have a ton of folks who are going to be knocking on her door. Here's a little hint on what's coming. Ready for the set list on Sunday, and that's one of the songs I'm going to be singing. Hey, I'm so glad to have you guys here. Let's do a little rose tattoo. We're going to hopefully have, this is a brand new neighborhood, and I'm not sure how many kids we'll have, but there are a lot of kids in the neighborhood. I got laid off, it's Monday. I'm calling to tell you, you don't sit with me well. I feel like I failed you. You say we got each other, and that's plenty enough, and I know that's true. But we got one kid coming, one still in diapers. It's a rainy drive home with one good wiper. Leave the porch light on. I need a beacon just to pull me to you. If I ever lost you, I would be lost too, just drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose, like a rose tattoo. Now the economy's crashing, this poor boy is laughing 'cause there's nothing to lose. We don't live in no mansion, there's no bling to put on, only one more fashion will do. Inside the house, the baby's screaming, the pasta's steaming, and I look through the windows, feels like I'm dreaming. You pull the door open, say, Daddy, when you coming home? If I ever lost you, I'd be lost too, just drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose, like a rose tattoo. And you say, well, fight for the best case scenario. And then you pour Van Morrison on the stereo. Well, sure, there's trouble in the boardrooms, trouble in the factories, trouble in the alleys out back. We've got love in these patterns, love is what matters. Baby, I got your back, got your back, I've got your back, I've got your back. If I ever lost you, I'd be lost too, just drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose, like a rose tattoo, like a rose tattoo, like a rose, like a rose, like a There you have it, y'all. Nice to be singing for you tonight. Still working on a lot of songs from the new the album that I'm going to be recording in the next few months. Just trying to figure out what songs are best for it, and going to be sharing all of those on Patreon. I haven't shared too many of them yet on Patreon, but I'm looking forward to getting feedback on them from people that are members over there. I love playing this one. Hello, Pam. Good to see you. You dance, swinging them hips in pajama pants. My boom boom skips, I got no chance. I've hopelessly fallen for you. You're a moonshot from Cape Canaveral. You're a cosmonaut dressed in flannel like a lift off. You send me straight to the moon. And I walk this lonely world, recklessly searching my days for you. Maybe you did too. You stepped into my life, and it's crazy how I love waking up to you. Now my wandering days are through. You're a skylark, you sound like a dream. You're a monarch, a butterfly and a queen. And it's crazy, you send me straight to the moon. You shake me with a kiss and a wink. I'm a dirty martini, can I pour you a drink? You're like rocket fuel, you send me straight to the moon. And I walk this lonely world, recklessly searching my days for you. Maybe you did too. You stepped into my life, and it's crazy how I love waking up to you. Now my wandering days are through. You fled me like a pinball machine. You picked me like a ripe tangerine. You Sputnik me and sent me straight to the moon. And I love you all the way to the moon. Yeah, that's one of 20 songs that I'm working on to get on the new record. And, you know, shit, I might put all 20 on it. That's a lot. But there were like 30-something songs on the White Album. So I figure people can handle it if I end up doing it that way. Dana, thank you for the tip jar love. I just love the guitar part. Dana, I wrote this in Oklahoma, this guitar part. I was backstage in Monica Taylor's gig. What town is that in? I can't remember the name. Perkins, Oklahoma. Sitting backstage when I fell into this. It's got that Mississippi kind of John Hurt picking thing going on. I just love playing it. It's got a lot of joy in it. So many songs, and Some of you know I have this illness in my hands. It's called Dupuytren's contracture, and I'm gonna, after I record this record, I'm gonna get it treated, and it should go well. But if it doesn't, there could be issues with my hands and playing guitar and all of that. And so what's happening is my hand is closing in on itself. It's in both hands. Just started on this hand about 2 years ago, but it's pretty serious in this hand. So I got to get that fixed. And it's changed how I play. I'm doing a lot more flamenco style because this zombie finger gets in the way of everything, even when I'm flat picking. And this is an illness that Nancy Griffith, the very well-known musician, songwriter who just passed away, it was painful for her. I don't know her distinct history with it. Like, I know she had it and it was painful for her. I don't know if she got it treated or not, but it affected her ability to play guitar and which obviously affects everything, your sense of self and your happiness and your ability to make a living and all those things. So, I can play right now, which is fine. But one reason to put out 20 songs is just to get as many songs out there in the event that I lose the ability to play for a while, if not forever, then at least I'll have 20 songs out there. And those songs have to show off my guitar playing, so... that feels good. All those slides, those are little nuances. I die for those. We still haven't heard how Nancy Griffith passed away, and if you guys have any insider information, let me know. Barbara just, she was, occasionally that does happen, Barbara. People ask me for money rather than sending it. No worries there. Kim Schlossberg says that she loves that Sputnik lyric. Yeah, I gotta chuckle out of that one myself. Diane Welch said Nancy had cancer. What do you guys want to hear? I'm here. Willing to play. I've got the cover book, and let me know. I'll play one, maybe. We'll play a Texas song for Nancy. How about that? It's called Snow in Austin. Merry Christmas, y'all. All right, we're getting some requests rolling in. Patrick and Jackie, we'll get to those, okay? And Karen? I woke up to frost on the windows. I've been sleeping in a snow globe town, 6 inches on the ground. You said I'd never see a white Christmas. Snow angels never make it to Texas. But you're wrong. They're singing Hank Williams songs if snow can fall in Austin, why can't you fall here in my arms? And so you say your home is Boston. Hey, what's New England got on all these Texas charms? Tumbleweeds, they dance on the ground. Armadillos upside down. Have you ever seen a cactus Christmas tree? Come home to me. Come on home. And there's a snowman standing out on 6th Street with a hat, a scarf, and a broom guitar. They're hanging mistletoe up in the bars. Do you remember that night at Las Bonitas? Our heads were numb from frozen margaritas. Imagine how cold we would be now if snow can fall in Austin. Why can't you fall here in my arms? And so you say your home is Boston. Hey, what's New England got on all these Texas charms? Tumbleweeds, they dance on the ground. Armadillos, they're upside down. Have you ever seen a cactus Christmas tree? Come home to me. Come on home. Oh, the snow's coming down. It's Christmas in this town. Oh, wonderful to have you guys here tonight. I want to thank Karen. Thank you so much for the love in the tip jar tonight. She's saying, she said, sorry so low, and listen, any little bit is greatly appreciated. Listen, you don't have to pay anything at all, in fact. I appreciate that you guys do, and it's keeping me afloat, but I know everybody out there, by the sounds of things, everybody quit their jobs in August, so maybe we're all in the same boat. So to Karen, thank you. Mark Dante, Karen Maima, the list goes on and on to all the folks who are leaving a little bit in the tip jar. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Mark Dante, thank you. And let me make sure I'm getting everybody here. Barbara, thank you. Barbara Hammerman and Kim, thank you all. Feels good to play. I've been just getting ready for the Halloween show because I've got to learn some Halloween style songs, and that's not always easy to just pull those out of the hat. So you got to spend some time with them and play them until they're perfect. And here's a Halloween ad for those of you who haven't seen it yet. On Halloween night, join us for some spooky frights, songs and laughs and scary delights. It's Ellis Paul's Halloween Bash, Sunday, October 31st, 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook Live. Ellis Paul Music and more. Ellis Paul Music and more. Isn't that funny? That's Lori at the end there. Whenever she wants to really creep me out, she'll pull out that Gollum voice, and it works. I get creeped out. Hey, I want to thank Tom Harris for this comment on Snow in Austin. Thank you for that. I feel like, it just flows. It's one of those songs, you know. And Linda Sherrar here. Hey, Paul, how about King of 7th Avenue? Wow, that goes way to the way back time machine. Once upon a time, I lived on 13th Street between 6th and 7th Avenues in Manhattan. I would listen to that album. I'm so happy to hear that, Linda. Gosh, I know I would butcher it on the fly here, but let me get to a couple of these other things. We'll see. And I apologize if I don't get to it, but I want to make sure I hit a lot. I played that just a few weeks ago, and it wasn't pretty. I got to say, that one needs a little more prep than most. I've got this song, though, I want to play for you guys. And Linda, I hope you enjoy it, despite the fact it's not the one you wanted. And Cindy, thank you for the love in the tip jar there. This one is called The Gift. And who asked for that? I should make sure. Oh, yeah, Jackie McDonough asked for it. This is a song based on a gift I got from Patty Griffin like some 25 years ago or so. And a little shoebox. I was going through a big breakup in my life and was living in Nashville only briefly as she was. And she knew I was going through a hard time, and she brought a shoebox filled with these token little items to help me get through whatever I was going through. And for example, she opened it up, took the ribbon off, and pulled out a paper clip, and she said, "This is to hold it together." I'll let the song tell the rest. The sign said, "Welcome to Music Town." That was where my whole life broke down. I didn't know when the trouble would end, or if the light would begin. She called me up from a coffee shop, you know, the one at the Belmont stop. Sounds like you could use a friend. I brought a gift for you. Ribbon on an old shoebox. Inside I heard the tick of a pocket watch. All the time you need's in your hands. A matchbox to burn away all of the ghosts, and sage for the ones that haunt you the most, and a cocktail umbrella for a rainy day. Bluebird feather if you need to fly away. I held these trinkets from an old thrift shop. Tried to say thank you, my voice got caught, 'cause every treasure she revealed played out my life like a movie reel. She put a ribbon on an old shoebox with a roll of coins for the jukebox. Springsteen's a quarter away. A postcard, so you're never far from home, of a little girl holding a pine cone somewhere on the coast of Maine, and a mini bottle of scotch she stole from an airplane. Open it up, open it up. We raised a toast to friendships and ghosts with a coffee cups. Hey, hey. I've seen an ocean of years roll past. Now my memory's like sea glass, but I can still see her hair fall in waves. And I'll never forget that day. She put a ribbon on an old shoebox. I could smell rose petals and butterscotch. Sweeter days are coming your way. A top hat, straight from a Monopoly game. For the nights you're toasting with champagne, and a skeleton key for the doors you put hope in. And one from my place in case you need one that was always open. I love this guitar. So lucky to own nice instruments and be able to play for you guys. And nice to have you here tonight on a Friday night. No guest tonight, folks. This is just Ellis, Paul night, because we have a big party coming up Friday. I should say Sunday at 8 p.m. Let's just take a look at the poster one more time. Just want to make sure. I want to burn this in your memories. I know most of you are going to be here anyway. Those of you that show up every time I'm on the air, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Karen Anderson, thank you so much for the love and the tip jar. All you folks who have contributed tonight, thank you for continuing to make this worth my while. And what else? I want to tell you that we're going to be shifting the Traveling Medicine show to Wednesday nights. So on Fridays when I'm home, I'll come on, unless something's happening. I missed Wednesday's show because Ella, my daughter, had a concert of her own, and she looked beautiful. She was in this pink dress that was very flowy and went to her knees, and she danced and sang as part of her show choir at the high school, and it was so fun to watch. High school, God, it's so... It's so amazing and so awful, depending on how lucky you are and where you are and who you are at that time. The high school can be so hard, right? Think back to who you were in high school and all the awkward growing pains that you might have had. But I knew in high school, I was kind of like three things. I was a student, an athlete, and an artist, a musician artist, and played in band and stage band. I was a trumpet player when I was a kid. Played all the way until I was a senior in high school. And Presque Isle High School in Maine, where I went to school, the Wildcats, home of the Wildcats, we won my freshman and senior year. We won the state jazz band competition between all of the high schools, which was I love the fact that my band instructors, Mr. Kennison and Mr. Paiva, they took it seriously. You know, they realized that this might be the best that they get. They get to conduct these middle school and high school bands, and they were going to make the most of it. And they put some really difficult charts in front of us. I think we had to learn like 4 charts for the state competition, so 4 songs. And they were tough. They were like pro charts that Stan Kenton, Maynard Ferguson, like these big band era bands were doing. And they put their heart and soul into those 4 songs, and so did we, because we were inspired by who they were. And how seriously they took it, and we played very well by the end of it. I'm sure it was awful in the beginning and got better and better and better, but I'm grateful for their professionalism and their love of their jobs, despite the fact that they work in a high school. So I know a lot of teachers are underpaid and are dealing with kids that are, only half there emotionally sometimes. And so I got to say thank you for those two especially. And my art teacher, Paul Carlson. I don't know if any of you guys are high school teachers, but, I remember their names for a reason. That was 40 years ago. And their impact on me is you're seeing it right in front of you. You know what I mean? And I did take the time to thank them all. I wrote them thank you notes and letters, and Mr. Ladner, who was the choir director. What would I be without him? I'd probably be teaching teaching at a high school. Oh, God. Anyway, hey, I want to thank Cindy Davis and the Damn Fam for showing up tonight. All those Dan Navarro fans. Dan's going to be part of the show on Sunday. So come on out then too, all right? Guilherme over there in Brazil, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Very beautiful to see you. Jenny Rigler says, thanks for the appreciation of teachers. Yeah, and Barbara does too. Karen says, Monongahela was also the Wildcats. Yeah, Tom had an easy ride through it. Yeah, it's funny, like some people it was the best, For some people, high school's the best days of their life. And for some people, it's the worst. Oh, me, I guess I swung people back and forth from best to worst. I had great friends. I had some great friends. Had a girlfriend, at least for a while. The first time I fell in love, the hardest I fell to the ground. Oh, love sucks when you're in high school. Yeah, I had my heart broken in high school. Wouldn't want to live that again. But that happens, right? Paul Wilperger says, I prefer the Ellis fam tonight. Those of you that are here, you're part of the Ellis fam. If you're not part of Patreon, I suggest, I've tried to keep that as affordable as possible. So it's only $1 to join at the lowest level. And you get all of the live stream shows for that amount of money. So that in and of itself, I'm on, it's got to be 8 to 12 times a month for $1. You get to see all the shows and all the guests and all the special events. And eventually we are going to stop doing these big holiday events here on Facebook and YouTube. We're just going to do them on Patreon because they're special. And I feel like there should be a little bit of a paywall in order to have access to these things because they're really, really fun. And I've already got a couple of videos from a couple of the artists. Everybody else is going to be live, but the people that sent in their videos ahead of time really pulled out all the stops. So it's, and I've got some pretty fun things, in up my sleeve as well. Yeah. By the way, the song I just played, The Gift, I hope that came out all right. That's another one of the songs I'm considering for the album. And let me show you something about The Gift, because there's a second song I'm working on. So here's... Check this out. These are the chords. Then it goes to this. Now, if I was going to play that in a different key, in a different style, this is a song I wanna write. Uses the same kind of chords, but it feels like a different song. Just needs some words. So I'm also thinking of like just changing the vibe a little bit and writing another song with this kind of a feel. And if they're different enough, and I think they would be, I could put them on the same record, which would just kind of be an interesting little snippet, you know? Oh, she fell to the mattress with a gray selenactress. You're falling like a thief from a roof. She's asking for proof. Are you staying outside? You hear mission bells. Welcome to Maria's beautiful mess in a cluttered apartment on the west side. She pulls the blinds wide. You watch as her dress falls round her. The world slows the clock, shows a wrinkle in the flow of time. She steps close, eyes glow, lips pop open like a bottle of wine. And she'll love like it's thirst, like she's never been hurt, dancing just like nobody's watching. Is this love? Is this courage? Failed like the first time falling. Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching. She puts on some music. She asks you to choose it. You sang her back a Gershwin line, and now Ella is singing holy, soulfully bringing up better times. And beneath the tunes, she's smiling on an unmade bed. Says, what's in the middle that scares you? Does it dare you to take a moment and just slow down? And the world slows the clock, shows a wrinkle in the flow of time. She steps close, eyes glow, lips pop open like a bottle of wine. shut off like it's thirst, like she's never been hurt. Dancing just like nobody's watching. Is this love, is this curse? Feels like the first time falling. Nobody's watching. Patrick Dugan says, "Is that your favorite song?" You know, it's hard to say, but I think it may be. Maybe. All right. Paul has let me know that I'm starting to overmodulate a bit, so I'm going to just turn the mics down just a hair. Thank you, Paul, for that. I want to make sure it's clean for you all, especially if I'm unleashing the Kraken. Volume-wise. We are a one-man operation here, so I don't have a sound guy, and it's okay. You guys just let me know if I can improve the sound, if I can improve my look, if you want me to dye my hair pink. Now the vocal, okay, so maybe the guitar line was too much. All right, we'll just do this. Paul is saying, now your vocal is a little too soft. In November, I'm going to be revealing all of the new songs that I've been working on over on Patreon. I'm just going to start releasing the vocal guitar demos, or any demos that I find that I want to share with you. And there are quite a few songs in contention, including this one. I'm just going to play it right off of the computer here. Let's see if I can do this properly. This one is called January Rain. And the voice you're hearing singing on this is Mr. Seth Glier on this. He wrote it with me. And it's about a guy who is working in Kansas on the turnpike, and he's working the plow. And as we were discussing it, I was saying to Seth, you know, we could kind of use as a mentor song. I often do this, and it's not necessarily, it's using a scene and a mood from a song that we both know that we can use as a reference to go to when we're stuck. And we used Wichita Lineman as it because it was a blue-collar job. And so we have this plow driver who's driving in Kansas. This is the song. Called January Rain. This is going to be on the new record too, I think.
Scanning through the station, everywhere the man the same. On a Kansas turnpike in the January rain, laying salt down for the county. Wheels are in the chains, the plow don't touch the pavement. Wind sounds like a train. It don't snow like it used to. You won't be waiting
love that vocal. He's singing so beautifully, but it's going to be my voice doing that, hopefully. Maybe in a slightly lower key.
Dispatcher is calling, signals out of range. Temperature is falling, weather's about to change. Should have taken you to Memphis, have the preacher change your name. I can feel the black ice forming in the January rain. And I'm breaking for you. You won't be waiting up, will you? January rain, I keep the road from freezing. January rain, I can see the air I'm breathing. Locked inside a freeze out. January rain, I can see the air I'm breathing. January rain, try to keep the road from freezing. January rain, I keep the road from freezing. January rain, I can see the air I'm breathing. I can see the air I'm breathing.
Yeah, I mean that song has some magic to it, and it has so much space around it. I'm almost thinking that you wouldn't want to add anything else, just to make it as lonely as possible. Every time you add an instrument or another voice into a song, I think people visualize company and other people, you know. But when it's just you and the piano is such a perfect song for a instrument for a song about ice and cold and darkness, and so yeah, it's I love that song. I don't know that I can do it justice like Seth can, but man, he sounds beautiful on that, doesn't he? Lucky to have all sorts of talented friends. Seth is going to be at the show this coming Sunday. He and his bride Sophie are going to be there, and they're going to be sharing songs with us that night, so it's going to be really fun. Linda, thank you so much for the love and the tip jar. It's always a pleasure. My best to you and your family of sisters. Linda has this talented group of beautiful ladies in her family. There's like 4 of them, and they're heart-stoppingly beautiful, all of them, and great people to boot, and talented people to boot. So we love her. Karen wanted to let you guys know that a birthday show, a live show, is going to be happening in Cincinnati, but on Wednesday, January 12th, we're going to have our live stream Traveling Medicine birthday show. My birthday is January 14th, but on the 12th, keep that day open on Wednesday, January 12th. Before I hit the road for Cincinnati, I'm going to have a birthday party right online here. That show will likely only be on Patreon, so you have to be a member of Patreon to join it. And we'll probably have Elvis and John Lennon and all these famous people coming to the show. So join us for some special guests on that night. We're going to have also a holiday show sometime in, I think, December 17th will be the holiday show. And then all of these specialty shows are going to move to Patreon, folks. we're going to do it there. So I hope you will join us for this after party. We're going to be giving away prizes for costumes and some special stuff. So I think you'll like that. There's a lot of things going on through Patreon, and it's sort of the new way we're affording to be musicians. And I'm going to make it the centerpiece of my business. And I think you guys already know that it's become that for me since the pandemic started. I'm going to do one more song here. My voice, I feel like it's a little bit on the tired end of things. And I want to thank you guys for coming through. Shane Purdy, thank you. All the folks that contributed to the tip jar tonight, I want to thank you. Stacy says blue would be a better hair color for you. It's going to be blue eventually. It might match my eyes. And let me see what else. Any other questions y'all have before I do one more song? I think maybe we should do the David Glaser song. I think we talked about all of the other things that are going on in my life. The cruise. To Alaska. Wonder where you are tonight. Wonder if you're driving on a winding concrete river in a raft of glass and steel. The darkness interrupted by a lonely bright oasis, a full tank and a coffee and your bag behind the wheel. Long as the road lies between us, and many are the days since you've been gone. May the angel on your shoulder guide you safely through the night, and may the concrete river bring you home. May the concrete river bring you home. I wanted to just answer Karen's question here. She said, do most people call you Ellis or Paul? Well, most people call me Ellis. I was born, Paul Edwin Plissy is my birth name. And I couldn't use the name Plissy as a stage name, so I had to come up with something else, and Ellis Paul was finally the name of choice. And only people that deal with me as kind of like, a friend without any attachments to my music call me Paul. So for the most part, that's Laurie calls me Paul. My mom and my siblings call me Paul. And close friends call me Paul, who might be musicians, but don't deal with me in sort of a business sense. So it's pretty much it's like Karen Zundel, who's one of my best friends, and I love her. She calls me. I don't think she's ever called me Paul to my face. Maybe she does. Karen, what do you call me? Do you call me Ellis or Paul? She might call me shithead most of the time. I don't know. Scarlett, thank you for the love in the tip jar. So yeah, it's like people who are in my inner circle who don't have to deal with my music career call me Paul. Paul Wiltberger calls me EP, and I call him Paul. So that's an interesting question. It's I have to, the problem with inviting someone in to call me Paul, who also does my business, works with my business life. I have to train them, because then we'll be in the middle of a radio interview with 100,000 people listening or something, and they'll call me Paul in the interview, and then the people listening will be like, who's he talking about? Or is he just referring to Ellis Paul's last name? It's a tangled web, but Cher, Sting, Bono, Dylan, the list goes on, Prince, the list goes on and on. Joni Mitchell, Elton John, Cher. Did I say Cher? No, Cher. I think Cher is Cher's name. Anyway, these folks, they have, I think Reginald is Elton John's first name. And Joni Mitchell, I think she had sort of a difficult first name too. Let me look that up. Joni Mitchell's real name, Roberta Joan Anderson. She was born November 7th, 1943. Oh my God, her birthday's coming up. We got to celebrate. November 7th. Where am I going to be? I think I'm going to be, that's Friday, next Friday night. I'm going to be on the road. We'll try. Karen calls me Mr. Paul, NDP on paper. It is. It's too difficult. Anyway, Karen's one of my best friends, and I don't think I hear her call me Mr. Paul occasionally, but I don't think I've heard you call me Paul. Not that I would mind. But it's just then you start juggling names, and you forget what context you're in, and you call me whatever. I should have just gone with Sting or Stung or something. Anyway, what a pleasure to sit with you guys. Sending you love from Charlottesville. I do hope, again, that you will be joining us for the big bash on Sunday night. Look at this. Hello, everybody. It's going to be so nice to just have friend after friend after friend to chat with and catch up with. These times in the pandemic have kept them from my proximity. So these special events are really, really great for me. They're really soul satisfying. So sending love to you guys. Have a great night. We'll see you in a couple days. Have a great weekend. It's Sunday night, 8 p.m. for that Halloween party. Bring a costume, join Patreon, and win prizes. All right. Cheers.